getting set for first down. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, they make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the... The gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Following the block, the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the ground. Brought down short of the goal line. 2-point try is no good, and it's still a 6-point game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Hubs it downfield. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Trying to find his man on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
He's got it on the right. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And they will score. Touchdown Sooners.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
White 18, Rocky switch. White 18, White 94, Slider choice.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Tackle is made after the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get up there.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
This is a guy that can find it in coverage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Acha. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stall on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Might be looking to run. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Quick strike complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Oh, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback on the first conversion.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a course of this game they did right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Keeps the play going. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's a pretty good job by this defense, man. It's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Feeling some heat. Going over the top. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think is such a big deal. I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Using his legs, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. After that completion, move the sticks. It's first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Finds his man. It's Alchuk. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Hauls it in. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Buys a little extra time. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Arnold. He fires to the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires it down the seam. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level there.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
The Sooners pick up the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
1st and goal for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Offense will use a timeout, 19 seconds left in the game. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because